Okay, 11.2, area of a trapezoid, rhombuses, and kites. Okay, so looking at these shapes, you did all of these shapes yesterday, didn't you? We divided them up into triangles and rectangles. Do you have to remember the formulas that I'm going to give you today? No. You have to remember triangle, rectangle, and circle. Those are the only three you have to remember. I'm going to give you 3 formulas today that will be helpful if you can remember them, but you do not have to remember them. Because what shapes can I divide this up into?
Triangle, and rectangle.
So we just did a problem basically like that, right? Okay, so, but we are going to show you this one. We have area equals 1/2, and I always remember 1/2 because there's triangles involved, right? Can you see that green? Do I need darker? I'll get darker. I feel like the green is running out.
I feel like there's too many lights on.
Too many lights on? Mr. Murphy, would you shut off a light? Thank you.
See?
Okay, so I have 1/2, and we're going to remember because we have triangles involved, yes? Okay, and if we have that, then we need a height, don't we? Okay, so times height. But the problem is we don't have one base, we have how many? 2. So we're going to take both bases and add them. So I have 1/2 height times base 1 plus base 2. Does it matter which is base 1 and base 2?
No.
No, because we're adding. Do we have to add before we multiply? Yeah, because it's in parentheses, correct? So we have to follow our order of operations. But I could do one triangle and another triangle and a rectangle, correct? Okay, so you choose. Okay, so now, yesterday when we did this, you either did 4 triangles and added them up, or you did one triangle plus another triangle, correct? Okay, so we got triangles again, so we're going to throw a what in there? Half. So we got 1/2. Oops, one area. 1/2. Okay, and we don't really have a height here, do we? Because a height has to make a right angle with a base, correct? And we don't have those things. But what do we have that is unique to these? Yeah, what are those called?
Bisect.
No, they're called diagonals. Yes? These are called diagonals. When we did kites before, we have a long diagonal and a short diagonal, and we know that the long diagonal bisects the short diagonal, correct? Okay, so that is what is unique to a kite. But we got to multiply, and we only have 2 diagonals, so we're going to multiply diagonal 1 times diagonal 2. You can put parentheses. I don't usually put parentheses because they're 2 variables, but sometimes it helps to make sure that you know to do what? Multiply. So does that equation make sense?
Yeah.
Why is it 1/2?
Because it's triangle.
Triangles. And why did I do diagonal times diagonal? Those are unique, yes?
Yeah.
And I need a base and a height, so is that going to give me my base and my height? Yes. Now, is that legitimately why it is what it is? No. But is that a way to remember it? Yeah. It's called a mnemonic device, guys. Okay. So now I have a rhombus. You can call them rhombus, rhombi, or rhombuses. That is correct, but it is not correct to say I ride the buses to school, correct? So, buses is not, but rhombuses is a plural. It is a word. Okay. So, are all squares rectangles?
Yeah.
Yes. Are all rectangles squares?
No.
No. Okay. So are all rhombus kites?
No. Wait, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. But are all kites rhombi?
No.
No, why not? What's special about a rhombus?
They're all equal. All the sides are equal.
All the sides are congruent, and all the diagonals are what? Congruent. And they meet in a right angle here. They also meet in right angle here. So that's okay. So would these formulas be any different then?
No.
No, they aren't. It is 1/2 diagonal 1 times diagonal 2. Well, diagonal 1 and diagonal 2 are congruent, yes?
Yeah.
So if I really wanted to, could I put 1/2 d1 squared?
Yeah.
But do I even need to remember this one?
No.
No. I only need to remember not 3, but 2. So every time you do a problem today, I would write this down and talk about, like, in your brain, say, okay, it's half because there's triangles involved, right? It's height because don't we have a height? Yeah. And then base 1 plus base 2 because are these bases going to be the same length? No. And by definition, a trapezoid doesn't have the top and the bottom are not the same length. That's what makes it a trapezoid.
Yeah.
It's not a parallelogram because parallelograms have 2 sets of parallel. Trapezoids have 1 set of parallel, which are the bases. So knowing all those things about each shape does help me. Okay. So you are going to deal with decimals today. I couldn't get it to give you whole numbers, so you just get to practice your decimal math. Isn't that great? Okay. So what shape do I have? A trapezoid. So the area is going to be 1/2 because there's triangles. Then times what? Nope, I want like formula.
Oh, height.
Height times
Base 1.
plus base 2. And if I write it every time I do it today, probably will know it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have 6 of each, which means you have, I should have thought better about this. If you have 6 of each, that means you have 6 trapezoids, but it means you have 12 kites, doesn't it?
Sure.
Yeah, I should have thought, because kite and a rhombus are the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have thought that better, huh? Oh, well. Okay, so 1/2, what's the height?
5.8.
5.8. Base 1,
6.6.
3.6. Or could I put 6?
Yeah.
Yep. Base 2?
6.
6. Okay. Well, 5.8 is the same as 58, yes?
Yeah.
So I can take half of it. 2 goes into 5. Twice. Carry a 1. 2 goes into 18. 9, so it's 2.9 times 9.6. So you multiply 2.9 times 9.6, and I'll multiply it, and we better get the same thing, right? Okay. I got 27.84. Anybody else second that?
Yeah.
Well, I'm right because I checked it. And Gwen told me
5.64.
you multiplied incorrectly. Yes.
I just did it differently than you, but
No, if you do it, okay, we can do it different, but we still better get the same answer. Yeah?
yeah, I said
Oh, you should have got 862 for your first round, yes? Or 864. Did you get 864?
What?
9 times 96 should be 864.
You get 96 from. I did 9.6 times 5.8.
No. What? We took half of that and made it 29.2, 2.9.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, everyone else okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Next, what do we got?
A rhombus.
A rhombus? How do we know it's a rhombus for sure?
Because they're
4 triangles.
the sides are equal.
All the sides are congruent. We can't say equal because we don't have a measurement for the sides. Shucks. Okay. Objects are congruent. Measurements are equal. Okay, so what is my formula?
1/2 times d. Wait. D1 times D2.
Okay, 1/2 times D1, D2. Okay. So 1/2 times what?
Times 12.
Oh,
What? No. 9.
9.
No, it's 12 times 12. Is it not?
and not 12 times 12, 12.
What? 12?
No, not times.
Or
If this is 12 and this is 12, that's 12.
squared? Oh. That's a 9.
If this is 12 from here to here, what is this?
12.
12. Okay?
Oh, 24 times 18.
Yes, thank you. And this is 9, this is 9. So I get 12, not 12, 24. You're not squaring it, you're adding it, right? So 24 plus 18. Does everyone see 24 plus 18?
I do now.
Okay? So if they're only giving half, you've got to make sure if they're giving you half or the whole thing. Okay? Because they will do both. Do you want to take half? I don't want to do 12 times 18. I'd rather do 9 times 24, wouldn't you?
Sure.
Wouldn't that be easier? Okay, so I'm going to take half of 18 because I can do it that way. And 9 times 4 is 36. Carry a 3. And 18 plus 3 is 21. Oh, we failed on the first one. What did we forget?
The units. Oh, M. But
Meters squared. And on this one, they are
meters squared.
meters squared. Hopefully, you guys did it without me saying it, but I didn't do it.
I did, but I put centimeters instead of
I did.
meters.
Oh.
I did not.
Okay, questions on those two?
No.
Okay. We got 4 more just to keep us busy here for a second. Okay, what shape?
Trapezoid.
Trapezoid. And what shape is next to it?
Kite.
Kite. No, this is a kite, not a rhombus. Because it's different. Okay, so trapezoid is, without looking,
8 equals 1/2.
Half height.
height
B1 plus B2.
B1 plus B2. And it's actually sub 1, but because it goes down, the number goes little. Okay. So 1/2, what's the height?
4.
4. This time the height's the outside because we have right angles, don't we? Okay, and base 1
6 or 8.
and base 2 is 8. So this is 14. You want half of 4 or half of 14? Or,
14.
so half of 14 is 7. 7 times 4 is 28. And we don't have any units on that one, so we're going to put
Units squared.
units squared.
Why do I keep doing
Oh,
Are we-
wait. I did, but I would just look
that?
them.
You please don't.
No, not both.
Yeah.
Okay, am I going too fast for anybody?
Nope.
Okay, going too slow? Okay, area equals?
Half. Base 1. Base
Nope,
Plus.
nope,
Time.
D1.
times. What, Tiana?
D1.
D1, you didn't say D1. Times D2. You said base.
I did.
Okay. So 1/2,
Would be 6. I know, 14. 16, 14.
is 14
Yeah,
Yeah.
times
6.
6. Half of 14 or half of 6?
14.
So 7 times 6 is,
42.
and
Units squared.
units squared. Okay, try the next one on your own.
Hold on.
What?
Okay, on the second one.
Yep. You guys, the rest of you try the next one.
Are they saying just like that little part is, or like the whole thing is 30?
What?
Like, okay, on the other page, how you're.
Okay, now, but this isn't divided. There's no dividing.
No,
So,
no. The next one down.
oh, the next one down.
Is the whole line 30 or?
I
just-
would not say the whole line is 30. Would you? Anybody?
No.
Nope, I would not.
Can I go get a drink?
Are you done with both of them? You better quit. You're done with this one?
Yeah.
Go quick. Did you get 2,400 millimeters squared?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Did you take 1/2 times 60 times 80?
Yes. Wait. I made 80, 40.
Okay, but 6 times 4 is 24.
24, not 12.
Actually, I forgot to do
Okay, anybody else? We good? Okay. So now we got a kite again, right?
Yeah.
What's different about this one?
It's weird.
Three.
Oh, we're missing something. There's no bases. We're missing something, aren't we?
Height.
Well, how about diagonal 2?
Yep,
Okay.
that's what I meant.
So, oh, these all meet at what? A right angle, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I need this side, yeah?
Yeah.
And I know this side is the same as this side? Yeah. So I have a right triangle, and I have 2 sides, and I need the third.
Isn't it
Oh,
just six?
what's it called?
Pythagorean
Pythagorean theorem, yes? What is the Pythagorean theorem?
A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
So a squared plus b squared equals c squared.
Well, where do we put them?
Well, c is the what?
C's hypotenuse, so 13.
So 13 is the only one that matters, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to say a squared equals c squared minus b squared. Still not putting any numbers in there, right? Because I don't need to. And then I don't want squared, I want it one of them. So how do you undo a square? You
Square root.
square root. So a is going to be the square root of c squared minus b squared.
Yes.
Okay. So the square root of, well, what's 13 squared?
169.
169 minus 144.
Yeah, okay.
Well, that's the square root of
That's the square root.
25.
Oh, so A equals 5.
So x equals 5, right?
Yeah.
So if that's 5, this is 5. So now do we have what we need?
Yeah.
Okay. That pesky Pythagorean theorem's never going to go away, is it? Okay, 1/2. What's one diagonal?
10.
10. What's the other?
18.
18. I'm hoping you're all taking half of 18.
Yep.
And so area is
90.
90 units squared.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, we good?
Yeah.
Come. So you guys